Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 4. Where our next session, our next episode begins, most likely with a big sweep of Crossbell after the quest where the dark side intervened in the geofront. Those monsters were kidnapping people and trying to suck their blood, or life force, or one of those things. As now Crossbell has returned to somewhat normality, knowing the fact that it's literally more or less on the front lines for a war that's about to begin. Since last time, with this weird intro, I have done a ton of fishing. A ton of fishing. And when I say a ton of fishing, I mean a ton of fishing. 979 new material, and I've got more mirror because I had to sell some of the fish at some point in time, so I've got 150k of that. A ton of fishing. So I've got 979 new material at this point in time. I've also gone to Bruonia Island and fished up those action-free gems so that we can do this. I have to go to the shop first, but I'm thinking we'll start with a Crossbell sweep now that we're here, now that we've been brought here. But 979 new material should be enough, shouldn't it? So let me trade.
Good stuff.
Because first of all, the main reason I got all that is just to make sure I had enough stuff to do all the things I wanted to do in the future. Because no bulb gems are required for our big gem down to put in Valley Pally. So let's use... It only costs... I might just make 3 then. I didn't realise that only cost 8 U material to make that. I'll make 3 mobile gems. Yeah, sure.
Done already?
Not like it takes long to fish up those swordfish to get the action freeze after all. Couldn't even get to a round number. Oh, I couldn't be bothered to get that. Couldn't be bothered to do the last bit to get to 999. I don't know if it goes to 1,000. Exactly 1,000. So with that said and done, we can make ourselves
let's begin.
The Speed Orb Omega with 96 U material.
See you later.
And means that we've got Omega Orbs all the way. And plus 30 speed is actually a lot of speed. Also on top of that, plus 20 more CP. It's pretty tasty. So, yeah, that's nice. Cannot complain about a really statted Valimar ready to go to war. So, there is one other thing before we Crossbell sweep. There was something spotted in Bruonia when I went fishing. So I landed at the beach. And then I bring up the map, going, that's one fishing spot, that's another fishing spot, and then there are things around, extra markers. And at first, I thought it was just, you know, the bathing spot that was over here. But there's something up there as well.
All right.
So let's go explore. I can go
My
bathe
turn.
too. Randy, do you want to bathe? Go for it, Randy.
Ha! Get in there!
How does that first slice miss so badly? Let's go bathe in the purified bath. Maybe something will happen.
Whew, felt pretty good.
I don't think anything happens. I think that just takes you off the map. No, it doesn't. That's weird. I'm sure I bathed in another one of those spots and it took it off the map. The Avon Hills one isn't on there. There was a bath in the Avon Hills, right? Well, now I'm way confused.
That one looks tough. Don't let your guard down.
Well, I don't care about it for starters. So let's get round to where that other spot was, which is that away. Using the power of Sonic Speed! Randy Speed. You never catch me, I'm too fast! Well, that was further away than I thought it would be, that's
Ooh,
for
a
sure.
tough one.
He actually wants me. He wants me good. So I'll go high speed mode while we're climbing up here to check out what this is. Wasn't there like one bath in Avon Hills, one bath here, and then one bath in on the outskirts of Ulster? Right? But there's not a marker anymore for Avon Hills, whereas there's not a marker for here. But the interesting thing about finding whatever this is, or the extra marker on the ground here. Black Marine ore shard, it's time! Now I think about it, Professor Schmidt used this to make a weapon for us before. Maybe just a small piece, but 3 of them would probably be enough to make a weapon. Might be a good idea to search for more. Ah, you can now forge Black Marine ore weapons in workshops! Joyous times! Now, the interesting thing about this is when I saw the extra markers on the map, when I went to do the fishing, is that there was no new marker next to Bruonia Island. So it's not telling us that there's places that we can go. There just is places that we can go where there is also other stuff going on. So that's problematic. Just to point it out, that's very problematic. So it's not telling us that there's things in places that we can get, unless it's dialogue, by the look of things. So yeah, fun. Right, we already spoke to people in Station Street. I guess we should wrap up with the SSS in Crossbell and start our massive old sweep. Knowing that there is things to find, that means we're going to have to enter the maps and just look for it to say extra. And we'll probably know if something's there. But what kind of maps? Where do I have to go to find this? Because if I've only got a shard, I need to get way more. Man, yes, this is so cool. We helped, of course, but man, they'd be running around town solving cases fast and they can pop up. Yeah, they're totally awesome. Don't forget about Una and the others too. Yeah, you guys are pretty good too. You could put it a little nicer than that. Maybe. Crossbell just wouldn't be the same without the SSS. I hope everyone goes back to normal once the war's over. Oh, they'll be fine. With Class 7 and the SSS working together, there's no way they'll lose. It sounds way better to call it, to say it as Special Support Section. SSS is just horrible to say, isn't it? I don't know if anyone else agrees with me on that. I guess it's a shortening after all, so less syllables to have to say. But Special Support Section definitely sounds a lot better. Right, Tio's got something going on. I was surprised when I heard there was an urgent request from Lloyd. What a relief that everyone made it out with nothing more than a case of light fatigue. Agreed. It's the weight off my shoulders. It's thanks to your quick response that we can breathe a sigh of relief, though. Thank you so much for helping us. We know you're super busy. It's my job to help the sick and needy. It's the least I can do. Something tells me your path is only going to get rockier from here on out, so please promise me you'll look after yourselves. You bet we will. I doubt things are going to get any easier for you. Look after yourselves, okay? Thank you, Una. No, thank you, all of you, for telling me about my mother. I can't tell you how much getting to talk to her again means to me. I'm sorry. It's just a little overwhelming. It's okay, Ellie. Phew, I should regain my composure in just a moment. I'm dreaming of the day when the SSS can reopen its doors. That only happens if we can claim victory today. We'll put an end to the Great Twilight no matter what. Damn right. There really isn't anyone quite like the SSS, is there? Only fours, and we can't let them show us up. Only fours. Being back in this building really puts me at ease. Of course, it may be a little dusty, but it's still our home. And we'll come back one day, after we save Crossbell from the Great Twilight. Now I'm more determined than ever. All I need is a hug from Kia to charge my energy to maximum. You and me both. Oh, one more thing. Reen, you play Pom Party, don't you? Yeah, I do. Oh, if you had time, I'd like to play against you. Yeah, sure. I think it's getting hard. Sure, that'd be fun. You can now play Pom Pom Party against Tio. Sure, that'd be fun. We wait here to do our part when the time comes. We'll have our duties. Good luck with yours. Ellie, Tio, thank you, and good luck. Fun. There's a mum. Right then.
I shall go.
No, you won't. That's the last game. It's the last time we have to win. Now, watch her screen just drop things instantly, and me going, huh?
Let's get started.
No, you can't go that fast. Stop. Stop with your evil intentions. I can't go that fast, so you shouldn't be allowed to either. That's how this works, right? We both got that S at the same time. Let's pop the yellow one down there just to get the S again. No. Bad tot. Shall I attack yet or not? Sit this yellow. I think I should attack. Take this, Tio.
Congrats. You win, fair and square.
Ah, it's much better earlier in the day. 10 new material as a first victory bonus. No way. When the heck did you snag the top rank in Pom? I only noticed it now, myself. Very impressive. There was a ranking. Where do you check that? Well, you can't. The app's still in development, so the ranking isn't currently available to players. But everyone's scores are being kept track of, and the hidden ranking gets updated daily. Right now, you're number 1, Reen. Congratulations. Ah, thanks. I think it's mostly down to luck, though. No, that was completely skill, that one. Sure. Oh, no, it has nothing to do with luck. Princess Claudia! Is it so surprising that I would join in this discussion? I'm quite the passionate Pom player myself. I suppose I did overreact a little. Bit of trivia for you, Reen. The Kingdom of Laville is one of Pom Pom Party sponsors. And what's more, there's a prize for getting to the top rank. Indeed, I'll have it sent to the Courageous 2 at once. Oh, what a Master Course! There. A Master Course? It seems seriously powerful too. That's because it's a brand new type developed by the ZTF in collaboration with the Epstein Foundation. I'm sure you'll make good use of its capabilities. Thank you, Your Highness. It'll be invaluable to us, I'm sure. Yeah, you all saw it. This is streamed, it's live. I beat that first time. Bow to my superiority. High HP increases magic damage. That was not bad. Ooh. And CP. Oh. Recovers EP every turn. So, like, that's quite a lot of EP. Is it better than that? I mean, you lose a bit because of the arty side of thing. But because you're constantly getting CP, that's pretty good too. We're still missing the other thing. It's got not better ATS, but I'm pretty sure like it's probably more EP. This is it's definitely a pre-recorded stream. The CP plus 4 increases automatically every turn is pretty sexy. And that's a lot more damage. I mean, you lose the ATS up. But just the fact that it has the 45% damage. It's fairly nice. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I just finished getting in touch with Maya and Harsh in Milsante, Mayor. It sounds like they were both worried sick about me. I suppose I'll have to apologize to them again in person once I head back. Yes, stop getting sucked in by demons, lady. Just thinking about the one big spell. Like a normal art for Emma costs, like a big art costs like 500 EP. She regains half of that in 4 turns, plus the casting time too. And then enemy turns means that she's getting EP back probably just as fast. And when you consider spells like Crescent Mirror and all that don't return EP unless we're doing damage, It means that it's a steady restoration. So it depends how you look at it, really. I'll take 45% extra damage, though. And the CP gain means that I can just use her as more of a battery, right? Lloyd, is this... Yeah, this used to be my room. Couldn't help coming back to take a look. It looks so different without all the stuff you had in here. Well, someday we'll come back and fix the place up, just like old times. And once we do, we'll have a housewarming party and invite everyone over. And that includes you, Reen. Thanks, Lloyd. Looking forward to it. A new room I'll have to decorate from scratch. I'll fill it with my plushies, just like my old one. I'll come back to this room someday. Maybe you, me, and Randy could get together and kick back with some drinks here sometime, even. Yeah, it does sound like a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, I'm game for that. We'll all be back. So no one's over there. No one on the roof. I guess we should sweep the central square now. So, Crossbell! It's a big enough sweep as is. We've probably already done the quest here after all, so we'll just have to look for events. Given the fact that we've already done one event with Gwyn and Arena Rhineford, we've already cut down some of what we can possibly do. Let's go speak to Cop. That's the most important, right? He says, going to get on the armory. There's no turning back now. This war's really happening. Just gotta grit our teeth and prepare ourselves for the worst. Personally, I got no intention of dying for someone else's cause. I'm a stubborn one, always have been. Better live shamefully than die nobly, that's what I say. I agree, man. Do I? I don't know. Better be a coward. Yeah, definitely. Nope, this way. Cop! Meow meow meow! Indeed, Cop. Great talk. Lloyd and the others aren't with you today. I kind of wanted to talk to them some more. The SSS are heroes, right? They're probably really busy making everyone around town happy. Yeah, that's probably it. We've got Randy with us. In that case, I'll have to support them. I'll be the special support. Come home safe, okay? Me and Cop will be cheering for you all the way. Thanks, Mimi. And thanks, Cop. Yep, me and Cop are special supporters. We'll send you off a big smile so you can come home happy when you beat the bad guys. Meow meow meow. Indeed. Great talk. Those guys have gone to war then. There's going to be less NPCs just based on that. But only by a small amount, I imagine. I've heard rumours that the cuisine served is top notch. Even my own personal chef said it was delightful in both taste and presentation. I simply cannot ignore the chance to try something so novel. The war may put a damper on things, but I hope Ansett will continue to thrive once it's over. Even the country going to war, the staff here continue to strive for perfection in their craft. Magnificent! The war may put a damper on things, but yes, you hope they'll thrive. Hey, Flot. As soon as I got up this morning, I made a beeline for my mailbox. I heard the Crossbell Times were putting out a special edition. They have this way of writing about things that gives you a glimmer of hope even in the darkest times. However the war turns out, Crossbell will likely still remain under Erebonia's control. This might get people thinking about the idea of independence once again. But I don't think we should abandon our dreams of independence just yet. We never know how things will change. Right, first revising their lineup, so mining's been suspended for a spell. Well, I can finally take a nice long break! Well, that's what I thought first, but tension is so high because of the war. Goofing off just doesn't feel right. Why the fine have to start my day off? Hanging around doing nothing doesn't sit right with me. I don't even feel like going to the casino. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing anything. Saltio's monster ingredients go surprisingly well with Nono's arrangement. Together, they've created a splendid dish that can't be found anywhere else in the city. It's finally taken form as something I'm happy to include on our menu. These two have done me proud. Oh, boss, thank you. All that hard work paid off. You've both shown great progress, and it's given me an idea of my own. Saltio, I'd like to confer on you the title of sous chef, my second in command, as it were. And you don't know, your skills with desserts are unmatched. You would make a perfect pâtissier. Of course, these changes won't go through for a while. There's a war on after all, but I thought I'd let you know. do you really mean it? This is so sudden. It's an honor, sir. Hey, hey, hey. Can you believe I'm going to be a patissier? It's a dream come true. Well, if I can say that right, maybe. The war is going to be hard on this place. There's no denying that. But if it's still standing when all's said and done, I'll work hard and make the boss proud. The war may be starting today, but I've got no time to be gloomy about it. I have to keep building up my skills so I can be worthy successor to Hoysdorf. What is Hoysdorf? I'm glad I was able to give those two some good news. I think they need a little boost now more than ever. So what am I actually missing now in terms of completionism when I think about it? We're still missing one recipe. We've got a filling for his lunch, but we're missing something here. Oh yeah, fish. We got a lead on that, didn't we? Probably a book. There's always a book. We did not get a bedtime story last time. There's a nervous tension wherever you go now. What with the war right around the corner. I thought enjoying a macchiato would be a good way to relax while I still can, you know. I knew visiting this cafe would help. They just don't do a macchiato like this anywhere else. I mean, if you like what they're given. I like cheap stuff. I find it weird that people go to like all the big coffee chains and I just prefer like a cheap one, a normal like cafe. I just don't even recognize the difference. I'm obviously heathen, but I don't understand the point of paying £5 for a coffee. I never thought I'd see the special sports section area. God, it's fine, you know. Hope they're all ready. So the war finally commences today. The Empire shall not yield. The fighting won't even have a chance to reach the city. And if it does, we'll show the Republic what we're made of. The big day's finally come. I wonder how much longer I have to do my job or spend with my family. I went back down for my duty, but I want to make the best of the time I have left. So that's why the captain's been in the Imperial Defense Forces beck and call. Wish I'd known sooner that she had a good reason for kissing up to them like that. That's the same dialogue, isn't it? If I think the SSS are in on it too, there's no way I'd pass up the chance to help. Meanwhile, Director Douglas and Vice Commissioner Pierre are just standing by and letting all this happen. Commissioner! I guess that sounds it. I'll do whatever I can to pitch in. Judging by the fact that Lloyd and the others aren't with you, can I assume the other thing's been cleared up? Yeah, we managed to do it. Thank you. You do have to keep relying on us. You maintain the order, you keep sucking up, it works. Hi, one of the kidnapped. What is with you? I was worried, seriously. You can't just go disappearing on me every time you hear a hunky voice. Sorry about that. Come on, Lenny, don't cry. I'm seriously sorry, seriously. What? Doesn't actually have any dialogue about it. She's just like, oh, I got kidnapped. I'm fine. Doesn't bother me. I can withstand this. Oh no. What's up with you, Manager Eric? Patiri got back faster than I expected. That girl sure can move when she wants to. Watching her from afar is pretty therapeutic. Maybe I should keep her on for a little longer. Oh. Hostilities officially begin at noon. We need solidarity. More than ever. Maybe I'll keep Patiri on for a little longer. Patiri, you've won him over. This place just didn't feel right with Patiri and Southwark gone. It's more lively when they're around, isn't it? Feels like all the tension we've been holding on to has finally been let go. We finally found Cargo, so it's back to work for me. And between making up for all the problems I caused Cynthia and paying off Cargo's medical costs, I've got a whole bunch of it to do. Yeesh, that sounds tough. Shh, I can handle it. I owe Cargo that much anyway. Enough about me though. You guys are all about to head off on some big raid, right? If you don't kick their asses, I'll kick yours. Agreed. We'll go, kick their asses like you said. Cross your fingers for us, okay? I mean, obviously you got more dialogue, right? I don't know all the details, but it sounds like there's some huge thing flowing over the capital. I hear it's summer festival level bad. But this is my town, and I'll keep my people safe. You don't need to worry about us. You guys better get a fixing it, and come back safe, or I'll put my fist for your faces. I mean, when I'm decomposing, it would go through quite easier. At this rate, we may not be able to stay in business much longer, but as long as there's still demand for our services, I'll give it my best shot. Things will only get tighter if the state starts rationing our food supplies once the war begins. I'm wondering which people actually have changed dialogue and which people don't. He's back! Keep this on your hat, okay? Apparently it was a lady who just started working for the state who got that fella from Calvert a reprieve. Not only that, but she used to be some kind of legendary aristocrat in Crossbell society. I really lucked out, if you ask me. Beats me why a legendary society date would be interested in some random prisoner. Guy must have a guardian angel or something. What did you just say? You want to get married, as in husband and wife till death do us part? I didn't get it wrong again, did I? Is this a dream? No, this is real. I've gone back and forth about this decision too much. It's not fair to you. But now I've made up my mind. Once this war is over and my name is cleared, I never want to leave your side again. Oh, Southwark, yes, of course I'll marry you. Wow, I never thought I'd walk in on them right in the middle of a proposal. Rin, you keep doing that recently. For some reason, they gave me some time to talk to Janetta. Back when they first arrested me, it happened so fast I barely knew what was going on. But getting a moment to tell her how I feel is a true blessing. Not just that, I also got some time to tidy up the store a little and get our lineup in order. Let me know if you need my help with anything. I'll assist you any way I can. I like how he's just like, I got the store running again. Like, okay. There's literally a cop behind you, but still. So, once the war's over, I'm going to be a bride. I won't get to see Southwark for a while, but I'll wait for him. I'll wait as long as it takes. Love keeps blooming, even with war about to bloom harder. It's only a matter of time before the war starts. I hope they'll end it as soon as they can. I mean, an easy, honest sentiment. My husband's been sent to help guard Tangram Fortress. He's assigned to the defense corps, so hopefully he'll be far away from the fighting. That's what I want to believe. Please, Adios, keep my beloved safe. So this is basically place your bets of how long this sweep's going to take. All the young men are leaving, and not just at the store. It's happening all over town. That's the nature of war, I suppose. It makes me sick when I think about how an old geezer like me could end up outliving those young'uns. The world has a cruel sense of humour. Yes, it does. Give me some pendulums, man. Got a little bit of step in here. Ah, that cheery voice is a sound for sore ears. Patiri must have come back after all. Cynthia, Janetta, and Patiri. The girls who work here are also different, but that keeps things from getting boring. If they were my kids, I'm sure I'd have an interesting home life. The reality is, Crossbell isn't just Crossbell. Crossbell is like Michelin Wonderland and St. Ursula Medical College. Everyone's saying Arkansas's latest play was spectacular. I saw a photo of it and wow, Sunny looks absolutely breathtaking as a star princess. Beauty really is something we should treasure. In the midst of suffering, it can ease people's hearts and bring them joy, even for just a moment. And Kurt's in. Sly old Kurt. Do you think it was his mother's doing? Those of blue hair flock together. The big day's finally here. I came to Genten since I couldn't settle down at home, but I don't feel all that much calmer here. One thing that gives me comfort is the memory of that rehearsal the other day. I wish it on the monitor card, but I felt just if I were really there. It was breathtaking. When I think of that, I feel like there must be a way to shake off this gloom and do something productive. One thing that gives me comfort is the memory of that rehearsal the other day. Yeah, like, no one's really got double dialogue currently, it feels. I used to think that I want to stay here in Crossbell no matter what. But who knows what state this place will be in once the war is over and the dust settles. But maybe one day we'll be able to open stores like this all over the continent and unite people through all technology. I'll keep the image of that future in my head through the coming hardships and work hard to make it a reality. Some of those soldiers said I was too cheerful and it was disrespectful to outlaw that in wartime. Yeah, be upset. Wendy and the boss said I should ignore them and just be myself though. So long as they're okay with it, I'm going to be all smiles all the time. I understand there's a time and a place for everything, but I figure if I can make people feel better, being happy is the way to go. You must feel this way! I'd like to spread my happiness to others. Even lifting just one person's mood is a win in my books. I just can't take my mind off that Arkansas performance. It was incredible, wasn't it? It really dove right into the hearts of everyone here in Crossbell and filled them to the brim with hope and courage. Truly amazing. And we have you to thank for it, Class VII. No, Radiant Wings. Thank you so much. I'll take this opportunity to thank you too. Your help with the stage equipment's been invaluable. Oh no, I was happy to be able to contribute. I know Lloyd's division is keeping busy, doing whatever they can before the war breaks out. And you must have your hands full too. There's not much time left, so be sure you use every minute of it. You know us? We're terribly bad at giving up. People like you room for us. We've got no choice but to kick it in the high gear. You always stay so chipper, don't you, Wendy? I can't say I ain't catchy. Looks like Lloyd's division is keeping busy doing whatever they can before the war breaks out. You must have your hands full too. There's not much time left, so be sure you use every minute of it. Sure thing. How much, I need more fire, Sepith. That's the only one I've got somewhat of a low number at. Right, so we finally done the central square by the look of things. Let's go to... Never eat shredded wheat. West Street. West is this way, right? Yes. Because at the very least, there's the bakery, there's Yuna's family maybe, and more. I had my doubts about our concealed show without Ilya Rixia, but Sunny was so fantastic it didn't bother me at all. Watching her dance for one shining moment, it felt as though everything was back to normal, as if the war didn't even exist. Oh dear, look at me, tearing up over something like this. I must be getting old. Sully and those young folks can still create works of such beauty. I know I can find the strength to carry on too. I think I'll go to the cathedral and pray for the safe return of our troops. The flavour of this new bread brings back all kinds of happy memories. I feel so refreshed now. I can't just sit here and do nothing. I think I'll go to the cathedral and pray. You do that. Oh, there's no events on the board. But of course you can't see them until you're in buildings. He's gone. This place hasn't been the same ever since Oscar left. Things went back to the way they were before I took him under my wing, but I guess I'm getting sentimental in my old age. At least Bennett's still here to help keep the place afloat. Please try some of his stuff. It's got quality and flavour. I'm sure it'll be a big hit in no time. I'm worried about Oscar, but he's not a kid. He can take care of himself. He'd never let me hear the end of it if I didn't give it my best here at home. I baked some delicious bread. Nothing unusual there. I'm worried about Oscar, but he promised me. I trust him. If he comes home safely, I'm going to be more honest with him. It's nothing like that, okay? Oh yeah, it's totally nothing like that. We all hope he comes home safely. Thanks. Well, you must be really busy preparing for the war and everything. Just, please, come back soon, okay? You got it. You don't have to worry about us. Her ultimate chiffon delight. It's definitely nothing like that. Baka. Ugh. Anyone else just cringe when English people use just random Japanese words and sentences like that? It's horrible, isn't it? It's disgusting. Alright, time to make lunch. One for me and one for Lydon. Alright, he's not here anymore. He must have set up at Tangram Fortress by now. I wish I was strong enough to just stroke it off. To say that I have faith he'll be alright. Giving myself over to worry is a luxury right now. I can't afford to let my personal feelings affect my work. I'm gonna go in today and do my job as best I can. Just like every other day. It's as simple as that. Persona does that in the vomit. It's vomit inducing, it really is. I didn't know you all were here. I'm sorry, my mind has been entirely on the war. It seems like they're broadcasting the situation over the radio now that the war's about to start. It's apparently all propaganda to increase support for the war. There isn't supposed to be any risk to the city itself, unlike during 2 years ago. I've talked things over with my husband, and we decided to keep a close eye on the situation so that nothing like what happened last time will happen again. You know, look after yourself. I expect you to come home safely. I'll pray for your well-being. Thanks, Mum. You guys take care too. You don't need to worry about us. Our children seem to be up to something. I can't describe what a relief it is to see them playing so happily. For their sakes, we've got to figure out what's going on. Be careful. May Adios protect you. I guess I've got to check out Viscount Arcade as well about Vantage Masters. Pictures. Okay, it's all ready. Yay, it looks great. Ken, Nana, what are you doing in my room? Oh, perfect, you're all here. Good timing. Huh? This is for you, Asher Chevalier. Obtained a brave soul. Where'd you get that from? That's expensive. Thank you. But are you sure you want to give this to me? Of course. It's always been our treasure, but we wanted to wrap it up nice for you. We even used one of Yuna's old ribbons. I thought that looked familiar. Wait, hey! We wanted to thank you somehow. I mean, you did save our lives and all. We've been trying to think of a good way to pay you back all this time. Yeah, and this is what we came up with. Well, thank you so much. I promise I'll take good care of it. Good. Mum and Dad have been looking kind of gloomy lately. But now that you're here, they'll be fine. We've got heroes on our side. So don't let the bad guys get you down. Of course, you'll be safe under the watchful eye of the Ashen Chevalier. You two take care, okay? And be sure to listen to Mum and Dad. Sure. Good luck, Yuna. Don't let the team down. So it's like, it will, of course, be...
It's my turn!
Under good care, because it's in a JRPG inventory, so it'll never be used, right? Consumables. Oh, yeah. The Ashen Chevalier is a good guy because he helped us. That's a fact. With heroes like you on our side, it's going to be alright. Do your best out there. We finally paid you back. No matter what the problem is, the Ashen Chevalier can take care of it. This is not an option. You got to make it back safe and sound. Sure, kiddos. I can't go up there. Saying random Japanese words and sentences is a level of weeb that no one should ever aspire to be. It's cool to learn another language. It's cool to immerse yourself in another culture. It's should be used appropriately. It should be used appropriately. Even now, the thrill of Arconceal's performances kindles a fire in my heart. I've never seen such spellbinding dancing before. Sully was as mesmerizing as ever, but the rest of the cast also outdid themselves in that show. The exhilarating joy of watching them dance made me feel like a child again. My thoughts exactly. I shall never forget it, even if I would live to be 100. Oh boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Performances by Ilya Platier and Lisha Mao are the very definition of superb. You don't say. You piqued my curiosity now, friend. I simply must throw some money Arconceal's way. What patron of the arts could resist? Indeed, indeed. But once the war starts, well, it'll be impossible to hold such a performance for quite some time. I'm hoping it won't be too long until peace returns to Crossbell and I can watch Arconceal again like the old days. Arconceal is a truly remarkable troupe, or connoisseurs of the arts should treasure them, regardless of their nationality. In order to bring about the day when we can see them perform again, we must end this war post-haste. They agree on something. Mrs. Novash is really rather good company once you get to know her. I'd love to go to an actual show of her sometime, though that's none too likely to happen once the war starts. It's not that I'm siding with Erebonia or anything, but I do hope they bring an end to this conflict sooner rather than later. Sunny went off to talk to some guy named Yona. She seemed pretty uneasy about something, too. Hope she's alright. So Sunny and Yona are together. Jonah. Of course, the J's. My old lady rushed off to watch Arconceal and left me here on my lonesome. How could she? And she's been talking to that wench, Mrs. Novash, like they're the best of friends do. No doubt she's forgotten all her past gripes and all this frivolity. How can my wife be friends with that woman after grumbling to me about her day in and day out? Could something have happened between them during the Arconceal performance? Maybe it did. They finally found common ground. I mean, using words like Nani and stuff. There's like the meme factor of it as well, though. A lot of people who say Nani are kind of just more or less referencing JoJo rather than Nani, it feels nowadays. Also, football player Nani, he exists. I went to watch Arconceal's rehearsal performance the other day. The lead turned out to be that girl Sunny from the 3rd floor. I was so shocked. I never even knew she was a dancer, but as soon as she stepped on stage, her talent was clear for all to see. I guess that explains why she was always so busy all the time. And why she never cared about appearance. She was practicing. The way she talks is still a little vulgar, but I take back all those stuck-up things I said about her. I used to wish Sully would try to act with a little more refinement. But as I see her on stage, I can see she has hidden depth I wasn't given her credit for. She might actually be more mature than me. Looks like I'll have to step up my game. Will you know, kid? Nearly 2 areas done. Oh my goodness. Tallus General Store. There's only one person here. I'm so relieved you were able to find Diana. It must have been a real treat for her and Ellie to see each other again. Even in the darkest of times, there's still some hope to be found after all. Didn't seem like there was anything there. Pete delivered an express issue of the Crossbell Times this morning. Apparently they're getting incorporated into the Imperial Chronicle. I don't think I've heard about a merger like this. As for content, it's about what you'd expect. As distressing as it is, there's nothing I can do but have faith. Faith that my husband and Harold will come back alive. I mean, it's the issue we've already got, isn't it? A special joint issue. Is that actually a murder? I know they're being controlled, after all. Mr. McKennan's calmed down a little since we published that special issue. This calls for a celebration. After we get everything cleaned up, that is. I got a letter this morning from someone I really respect. Up until now, he'd been holding on to this idea that he didn't deserve to be part of my life anymore. I guess his concerns about the war forced his hand, though. When I finish here, I'm going to sit down and write out my reply. I'll tell him all about the people I've met and the work we're doing. I'm worried about what's to come, but I need to do what I can to make my mentor proud. None of us can be sure of how things will turn out. Just gotta make his mentor proud. That's for sure. Hey, Mr. McKenna. Damn, feels real good. I can't believe we managed to bypass the censorship and sneak this piece into the special issue. That's the spirit of the Crossbell Times. No, the spirit of Crossbell State itself. We can't let the Empire push us around. We've got to take a good hard look at ourselves and take stock of what we're all about. Hopefully the work we do here will get people thinking about that. We're a paper of the people, and we tell it like it is. No way we'll bow down to the censorship requests. And business is booming. We're even keeping pace with the Imperial Chronicle. Grace is going to get the scoop on frontline conditions too. I'm looking forward to the article she'll be putting together. I mean, I thought it was a joint issue. Sure, that means you're celebrating a dual success. Entertainment district. Let's go. It's quite a big one in and of itself. Okay, there's no markers on the map. There's 6 people outside. I guess we'll start within here. I was really mad at Daddy, but since neither of us wanted to miss seeing our conceal, we went together anyway. Anyhow, we talked and got everything out in the open. It all happened so fast I forgot who asked first, but long story short, we're engaged. I made him promise to come home safe. After everything that's happened, it'd be a waste not to see our relationship through. This time I know he won't leave me all alone. I mean, just because you've been together a certain amount of time doesn't mean you have to stay, you know, get married and all that, but, you know. I'm going to stay here in Crossbell so I can see Danny again as soon as the war's over. We're right near the front lines, so the fighting here is going to be worse than anywhere else. But this time I know he won't leave me all alone. I mean, luckily they do have the railway cannons installed here. Hey there, want to play? The bar casino is open 24/7 for all your gaming needs. It's a great way to blow off a little steam and forget about your troubles. Well, don't mind if I do. The event is upstairs. Oh, there's an event over here. A sub-event. Oh, I feel kind of lonely now that there's so many of our regulars aren't around anymore. Still, I can't let it show. I've got to greet everyone with a smile like always. So, welcome to Barca Casino. Randy, how could you leave me all alone like that? It's no fun without you around. I can see your service smile as sharp as ever, Sherry. Called a Sherry when it's very obviously Cherry. It's been a while since I came here last. I remember it being a lot more lively. I guess that can't be helped, what with the war and everything. Yes. People need someone to relax, so it's natural that we're getting more customers since war was declared. But I think you could win big in a place like this and still not feel any different. It's part of my job to keep an eye on people and steer them away from developing an obsession with winning. Why, making them lose so you can make money? Yeah, sure. That's a way of putting it. If you look at Calvert and Erebonia purely in terms of numbers, the result is fairly obvious. But war's decided by more than just manpower. Other nations might get involved too. There's no way of telling how things will turn out. If you were to ask me for my personal opinion, no, I should keep that to myself. It's a bit inappropriate to bet on the outcome of a war. Yeah, I guess. The Imperial Fortress, huh? Live long enough and you see some really weird stuff. I don't remember the last time something like this happened. Was it when the Azure tree showed up? Sure, sir. I see an unwavering resolve in your eyes. Maybe it's a waste of time to tell you this, but try not to be too reckless for the sake of your loved ones. Mr. Drake. Randy, am I right in thinking you're tagging along with him? You still owe me for the Berserker. Come back when everything's over and pay me back, alright? Yeah, you got it. Try not to be too reckless for the sake of your loved ones, at least. You're not wasting your breath. We're gonna win. It's the others I'm worried about. In a sense, we've got all our setups. What's down here then? My music! My music! Quite a long run, by the look of things, and I don't think I can warp anywhere faster, right? Again, I'm pressing East buttons. I can go to the computer room directly. Well, if it's in the Force crew! Why you guys come all this way just to say hello? Just thought we'd check in is all. Are you analysing today's tactical data? Yeah, I have it all pretty much set up. I've got access to data from the Courageous too. You guys and allies scattered all over the place. Well, to mention visuals on the Viceland troops and the Imperial Army. Put it all together and we've got a pretty good pick of the overall sitch. That's impressive. You resort to hacking to access all that data? Nah, we just had one of the Army's data division guys give us a little in. Believe me, we got this data fair and square. No felonies required. It was still kind of a grey area, but hey, none of it was explicitly illegal, you know? There's no risk of us getting booted from the system in the middle of battle or anything like that, at least. Oh, and by the way, that systems engineer helping us out. Also a Force graduate, he's with the Art Royale. Data division, huh? That's the same as computer and network technology. Guess it must have been Stefan. Though I definitely wouldn't expect him to help out with something like this. Hey, having connections makes all the difference, right? So many people are being affected by this whole mess. Ilya, Rishia, everyone back home in North Ambria. I want to do my part too. But unlike me, you and the SSS get to actually go and fight up close. Kinda sucks, honestly. Oh well, at least I can do is guard this guy if any IDF patrol troop soldiers stumble upon us. That's as vital a job as any. Best of luck. Least you can do. Look, I don't need a babysitter, okay? Uh-huh. Remember when you face-planted over your own feet while we were running away? Roberts asked me to look after you. You wouldn't last a second without me. Can a guy just go one day without having his self-respect hacked apart? Okay, guys, let's leave him be. When all said and done, though, he's just as reliable an ally as any. Oh wait, I almost forgot something. The IDF's really been cracking down on the security around Orca's Tower, but it turns out they missed a spot. What spot do you mean? Ah, that. You know, the elevator to the pharmaceutical sector. Apparently it's still working. But no one's been guarding the place for some reason. No small wonder to me. They're busy enough as is. I see. Thanks for the info. I should probably consider checking it out at some point. Just a heads up, by the way. We're going to be starting operations in a few hours. Yeah, right. I'll be counting on you two to help back us up. You got it, for sure. You can now access Orcus Tower's pharmaceutical sector again. It's like, yeah, right with that. A few hours, sure. Like, the amount of hours that this sweep is going to be more than the gap between, you know, this and that. When we're supposed to start operation and when the day started. Network setup complete. I've got the visuals now so we can get a good handle on the situation. I'll keep the live transmission running. Good luck, guys. Try not to die. Yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, I'll be watching how things play out for all of you. The SSS too. Please be careful out there. You've got to come back in one piece. I will. But I want to stay in this room now because of the music. Meow. I guess I gotta check maps for things. Can I warp there? No. Well, let's go check what he said out. Never stood a chance. Oh, it's too fast. Ah, what? Wait, this is the way with the elevator. I have to do this again? How dare you make me do puzzles? I already did them once. Meow.
It's rather cramped in here.
I mean, you are carrying like a massive sword. I mean, you probably could have left it around the other side knowing we'd come back. Thank God for high speed mode. We rarely use it. But when I do, it really comes in handy, doesn't it? We're just doing some occult stuff to slow down time, are we? Yeah. Right, you need to get out of my way.
That enemy is strong. Please be careful.
The fact it actually is trying to go for me is mental. Surely I should be a lot higher level than it, but I guess Orcus Tower wasn't really that long ago. So this is where... Okay, unlocked. Ooh. New area. This goes to Crossbell's Harbour District. This isn't where I'm supposed to be going. Sure, I'll take the elevator to the Harbour District. That's over there. That's nowhere good. Where's this elevator then?
I could reel in a big haul here.
She's still just standing here T-posing. Maybe I could just walk up to Orcus Tower. Well, we kind of started the Entertainment District, but now we're in the Harbour District, so let's do the Harbour District. Welcome to Mission Wonderland. We're open for business as usual, although we may have to start shortening our opening hours in future. Okay. Why are her arms so broken? It's like she thinks she's like a Cyberpunk NPC or something. I mean, we're way more technical than Cyberpunk on this game. It works better. I heard Arkansas had a preview performance the other day. Apparently it was really stunning. I could hear the cheers and applause from the next district over. Kind of think of it, Crossbell streets haven't been that lively for a while now. Bulking to all the pressure the Empire put on us made it feel like things would never be that way again. If we truly want the old Crossbell back, we'll have to do some serious thinking about our futures. We can go to Hayway soon. No extra dialogue there. Okay, materials, check. Distraint order. Distraint? Sure, check. Looks like I've got everything. Inspector Raina, you're on your way somewhere. Oh, it's you guys. Mac has told me you guys have something to do, right? Well, I've got nothing to hide. I'm going to the Governor General's office for an inspection. Whoa, for real? You bet. It got delayed a couple of months ago, but it's going through this time for sure. Kleist & Co. have been passing us evidence of the government's illegal dealings, and now we finally have enough to hold them accountable. We'll start by inspecting the Governor General's office to get hold of some more decisive evidence. That will really let us tackle some corruption. I see. Going in while Rufus is gone sounds like a good way to catch him off guard. Exactly. It's not that I'm afraid of the Governor General or anything. I'm not going to let anything stand in my way. You should be afraid of that guy. It's inspiring to see you so dedicated to your work. I've no doubt your path will be no easier than ours, but perhaps this risky plan of yours will pay off. There's always a chance Tower Security will try to throw me out, but I'm not worried. Starting me access is practically admitting they've got something to hide. I win either way. Oh, I get it. That means they're doing something shady, right? That's great. Sounds like it'll be a big step forward. Good luck. We'll be with you in spirit. By the way, he's literally a murderer. Thanks. And just watch. I'll show the world what an inspector of the Government Accountability Inspectorate can really do. I'll be looking forward to hearing about how your plan works out too. Right. Let's both do our best. Actually, if he was to be charged with that murder, wouldn't his defense be just like, well, Your Honor, she actually died like 250 years ago. So she was already dead. So how can I murder someone who's already dead? Mutilation of a corpse, then. I don't know. I got proof the illegal tactics they use in Crossbell to confine the SSS members. I got my distraint order with me, so there's no hiding behind the national mobilization law as an excuse. And if they try to throw me out, that's tantamount to an admission of guilt. I win either way. Right, let's both do our best. We've been getting more soldiers come by lately, and they all say they like my noodles. Can you believe it? Marine didn't kill Rudiger. That's not the same. He decided to turn into crystal fairy dust powder. That's what happened. Yeah. I choose the wrong path in life after all. Feels like I can really keep my promise to Hazel now. I bet Wald and the stable of Vipers. I ain't slowing down for a minute. Either. Wherever they are. I'm going to make a real noodle artisan out of myself, and soon. That way I can face him with pride the next time we meet. Reen didn't kill Vulcan either. You're making me smith stuff because you're saying that. Paul Dino / Jed. I want to treat him on some top class realm someday. You better. Reen didn't kill Vulcan. Vulcan stayed in his machine like a fool. Oh, Always thought Coke still had a long ways of coming, but looks like it's all finally started to stoke into him, like good bones and good broth. Guess that Hazel fella must have really lit a fire beneath him. But they're not the only ones. This SSS and the Ashen Chevalier are really making something of themselves too. It's good to see the young folks still have some spirit in them. You're talking right to me. That new guy's taking up a notch again with his ramen. I guess there's more to it than just dumping noodles in a broth. I'll have to drop by again sometime. Ring killed. No, he didn't. He was under control of the dark. Ring killed a Pom. Oh no, it's true. He's a murderer. Looks like it's back to flying solo for me. Never thought I'd miss Hazel so much. I figured he was just your average punk at first, but the guy really grew on me, you know. But I can't let myself get downhearted. He wouldn't want that. We have to work even harder to take up the slack. I could really use a cigarette right now. I've been clean for a while now, but after all this bits and vase on the wall, it really makes a guy want to slip in a puff or two. Don't do it. It's bad for you. I knew you'd come. Welcome, Operation Shining Steel. Lieutenant Kayla, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are the CID and Hayway collaborating somehow? It's not as strange as you might think. Hayway was originally a mutual aid society for immigrants from the East after all. We made deals like this all the time back in the Republic. Behind the scenes though, naturally. We're not blind to what's going on, of course. We merely intend to make the best use of the resources at our disposal. And the CID's supply of intel will give us a better sense of precisely how the world is falling apart. Then we have a deal. The CID will provide relevant intel in return for Hayway's assistance in certain matters. Agreed. I look forward to working with you, Miss CID agent. I guess this is a good thing? Yeah, they've worked things out between themselves. No need for us to question it. Having a new point of contact helps. You never know what they might be able to tell us. The plan right now is for me to stay in Crossbell and continue to carry out my duties. I'll be praying for the success of the operation. Good luck, everyone. There seemed to have been movement at Orcus Tower. As the Great Twilight becomes more acute, its influence starts to spread to the Imperial Defense Force too. Perhaps I should get her to look into that for me. How the world will end up? Well, it is as Macedon says. I feel we must also ascertain this ourselves as well. We are expecting great things from Operation Shining Steel. I'm sure you are. With the Elders gone, this is critical for Hayway. How the world... Oh yeah, now we're going to repeat. I mean, all you care about is Ellie. So that eyesore of a fortress above Heimdall really does seem to have the power to destroy the world. The Imperial government are having a damn field day. I'll show them what Hayway can do. Well, at least throw a wrench in their works. For my future and for Ellie's too. Guess his feelings about Ellie are what motivates him. But hearing him talk like that is strangely reassuring. We are planning to coordinate with Elios and Yin. You can leave the diversion and distraction tactics of Crossbell to us. We'll be hoping for your success. For Master Zin's future too. Seems like there's going to be quite a lot of power deployed here. I'll never catch him, he's too fast. We're going to keep conscription up throughout the war. You should consider it an honour to be allowed to serve in His Majesty's army. Think of that while you wait for your draft cards to arrive. Aren't I too young? Come! Oh, he actually did. Oh, no! No, no, no! No! So many deliveries to make before the war starts. I don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. This isn't just a paycheck for me, it's my pride. The reason I get up in the morning. I'll find a way, rain or shine. Alright, well that's the harbour done. We've already done the Rhineford building. I'm pretty sure we spoke to you, didn't we? Ward's given the CEO a lot to think about, him being originally from Erebonia and all. Makes me wonder how Lady Maribel's faring. She's the type to sit by and simply watch things unfold. There's nothing I can do about it. But as an IBC employee, I can't help but feel concerned. It wouldn't surprise me if Maribel was just like, you can't get rid of that generator because I tend to use the generator to maybe protect Crossbell, but... that's why you can't destroy it. Right, how do I get to Orcus Tower? It wasn't from there. I've got to work this out. They said something's open. I will find my way in. Ark-and-Seal performance was amazing. I only saw it on screen, but I could feel its power all the same. Especially the lead Sully. I can't believe such a young dancer already has so much grace and passion. Oh, I've got to get an autograph. I just gotta. We've got to check it out, haven't we? I watched that Ark-and-Seal preview broadcast. It was wonderful. Even without their star performers, Sully put on a great show. Ilia Platier, Lishimel, and now Sully Trade. Aegis' gifts to theatre. It'd be a real treat to see the three of them dance together. One day. One day. Some of my best customers are leaving because of the war. One of them used to call me his saving grace, said seeing me was the highlight of his week. I'm going to make sure I give him the royal treatment next time around. If he makes it back, that is. Motivation doesn't get any better than that. Last walkie-talkie. Watching Ark-and-Seal's performance gave me the strength to carry on. Lots of stores are going out of business because of the war. But I figure that any money I spend here in the entertainment district is supporting the economy, and with it, all the citizens, right? When I think of it like that, there's no excuse for me to not spend all my mirror here. Oh, I really need to draw in some customers. I got so many packing if I don't turn this around fast. I hope this stupid war ends quickly. There'll be celebrations after we win, right? Happy troops so you get a part with their money? Fine with me, so long as they line my pockets while they do it. I don't think the troops get a minimum pay though, do they? If the war doesn't last more than a day, they don't get paid for, like, a big amount, do they? The wages that they've already spent expecting to be at war for God knows how long, racking up the money without having to pay for everything. If we end that, oh my God. The knock-on thought of what we're doing. If we make sure this war doesn't happen, there's so many soldiers that are just instantly horribly in debt. Because they've blown their money like idiots because of the curse. Oh, you're the kids who were with the SSS. Thanks again for earlier. No worries. Maybe you could come by my club sometime so I can thank you properly. And Eric, I'm sorry if I had you worried. It's fine, Sandra. I'm just glad I get to mix cocktails for you again. Playing it cool, huh? I'm just glad to get to mix cocktails for you again. That's all you say. But yeah, that's actually something that's happening here. There are literally loads of people who are going to come back and go, oh. I'm really hot in the hole. Oops. All sorts of information finds its way to me. That's why I know not to just focus on the war. The rivalries and what happens behind the scenes are really what will decide our future. I'm betting my money on the Radiant Wings. If you all mess things up, I'll be losing a fortune in stocks and such. So you better get things done right. Yeah. We have no choice now but to win. We have two.
Sorry for the trouble.
What do we have here? Looks good, but I'm not hungry right now, so I'll have it later. Until next time. The next time is here. Costa Royale.
Sorry for the trouble.
But we need the last one. We're nearly maxing out a lot of these things. Which is nice. But we've still got to get that. What?
Done already?
If you mess things up, I'll be losing a fortune in stocks and such. So you better get things done right. Yeah.
Done already?
I will, Imelda. So that's checked. I guess it's the hotel and that stupid guy that needs to be put behind bars. It must have been 20 years since I last worked the front desk. These days, the job requires being familiar with the Orbital network among other responsibilities. I'm going to do my part in keeping Hotel Millennium up and running. I want Rael to know he's leaving his post in good hands. Right, let's go find that guy. With Aaron managing the front desk, I'm taking on some of the concierge duties. We don't get so many guests these days, but that's all the more reason to take care of the ones we do have. Do your prices go down or up?